What's the deal? It's the Wave Bros, man. We coming at y'all with another tutorial. We're gonna be showing y'all how to get waves when going back to school. We know a lot of y'all are new wavers and y'all new to the game and want to know what to do when you in class and you brushing your hair and you want to get them 360 waves. You want to become elite. Bring your brush to school. Bring your brush because you want to get a brush session in at all times. It's mandatory. Even when you in school, we know a lot of y'all just got off summer break and y'all was brushing like crazy because y'all was free and y'all was at home or doing whatever y'all was doing on y'all summer break. Let me know how y'all summer was in the comments. You know, we'll comment back, like comments and all that.
Hello, mama. Can you come to the school and come get my brush? Teacher took my brush because I was brushing too much and she said I had too many waves. I was making everybody seasick. You ain't wait? Okay. Bye.
Psych! No teacher taking my brush. I'm brushing consistently. It's back to school. Make sure you guys have your brush in your back pocket, in your backpack. Make sure you bring your brush. Brush at school. These teachers, they're gonna be mad, but you're gonna have the whole class seasick and you're gonna have everybody going home, and guess what? No homework. Because I hate that. Like when I was back in school, I'll bring my brush or I'll get a couple good brush sessions, then teachers like, oh, you got hair everywhere. It's too much. It's like I'm brushing my hair. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I can't have a brush session in peace without you complaining, without my neighbor complaining. I don't care about my neighbor because I'm a brush. You feel me?
Also, when you in school and you really want to get a deep brush session in, what you really want to do is wait till your school break. You know, like my school, when I used to go to school, we had an A break, we had a B break for different class sets. So you just want to wait till your break or your lunch. That's when you really can get a deep brush session in with nobody disturbing you, none of the teachers on your back telling you to put your brush down, stop grooming in class, get your work done. That's when you can really get a deep brush session in. You know, you just duck off. You really don't want nobody to see you brushing. If you're insecure, duck off. Go somewhere on your school. I know you know somewhere to duck off to. Get you a brush session in. Boom, 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 boom. You know, or if you really into your waves and you really want to get a deep brush session in, take yourself to the bathroom. Bring your mirror if you got to. Get you a good brush session in if you that consistent. If you that dedicated and want to be an elite waver, you want to go to that bathroom and do it if you really that serious about it. But that's how you can really get a deep brush session in. You just hit your lunch, get a brush session in, or you know, if you got a lady friend or somebody, you can get them to get you a brush session if they know how to brush it.
Like my Wade brothers was saying, any free time you get at school, make sure you get that brush session in. It's most important. I know you think brushing at school, oh, I don't want to brush at school, or I don't want to do all that. I'm not saying disrespect teachers and just don't listen to them and stuff like that, because education is first. Before waves, education is first. But like I'm saying, any free time you get, you want to make sure you're brushing your hair. Like you said, you got A break, you got B break, you got lunch. That's already 3 free times, you feel me, that you could get a good brush session in. And you got in class when you're done with work or when it's time for, basically when you got any time of free time during the day, you want to make sure you're brushing. You're at least brushing. It don't got to be that long, just as long as you're getting a couple strokes in. Like my Wade brother said, if you bringing a mirror to school and you bringing a brush and you bringing a DURAG and you got grease, you're the real MVP because you got the whole kit, you got the whole starter kit, and you got the whole, you feel me, elite kit. So if you're a starter, you'll be an elite waver by the end of the year if you're brushing consistently, if you're really getting deep in that scalp, if you're washing your hair, and you basically keeping your hair healthy. Because at the end of the day, you gotta take care of your hair. If your hair is not healthy, you're not healthy, and life is over. Because you have to be healthy in order to live. So yeah, and make sure you're drinking lots of water, because water is really a big main factor to this waving. You have to drink lots of water to keep your hair healthy, H2O, and all that. So make sure you guys start drinking water if you're not. All that soda, juice, stop it, please. Water. That's why we're wavy, because we're in the water. Waves create in the water. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, start drinking lots of water.
And you want to make sure you learn your angles. What I mean by learning your angles is when you at home, when you out of school, you want to get your mirror, getting that mirror in your bathroom. Learn which way your hair grows. Learn your angles. That's your angle. The way your hair grows from that crown is the way you need to brush in the mirror, like that. Learn your angles. If you learn your angles right, you'll be elite. That way you can brush in school and you don't have to look in the mirror at all times, so you won't look like a weirdo, or people won't catch you in the bathroom with a mirror to your head. They're gonna ask you what you're doing. You just learn your angles, man. You could be brushing all day, you know, just like that. And another thing you want to learn your angles for is because your hair grows a certain way. It's either counterclockwise or clockwise. Or it might just grow straight out like that and you'll have a 360. And what I mean by the counterclockwise and clockwise is, you know, your swirl might go that way or it might go that way. You gotta figure out which way your hair grows. You can't just be out here brushing, and you don't even know what's going on in your crown. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a crown right now because I was more focused on getting waves. Like a lot of the elite wavers tell you, you know, don't really focus on your crown right now. Focus on getting your waves first. So that's what I'm really focused on. I'm focused on getting my waves in first. Then I'm gonna work on my crown. I know y'all heard about forks. Yeah, look, make your waves look like this, but it's like crossed or something like that. Basically, your waves are not lined up all the way around. I know y'all heard of forks. Y'all know what forks is. That's another thing you want to learn. You want to learn how many forks you got in your head and which ones is closer to being out your head. Now, what I mean by that is the forks that are closest to the hairline are the ones that's gonna go away. So you want to focus on those. You want a vertical brush straight down, not sideways. Boom, like not like that. You want to brush straight down, which is vertical, to knock them forks out. And that's another thing why you want to learn your angles, because if you don't know your angles, a lot more forks will come, a lot of more bats, your waves not gonna come out right. You might, if you already got a crown, but you don't know your angles because you ain't been brushing at school before, you can mess up your waves while you at school trying to brush. So it's a key to learn your angles, and it's a key to learn how many forks you got in your head. Now, for me, I'm gonna show y'all my waves later in the video, but right now, I really only have one fork on the top as far as the top. I have other forks I have not counted yet. That's where I'm slacking at, and that's where I might mess up when I'm blind brushing. That's why it's key to always brush in the mirror. And when you at school, you need to learn your angles when you at home, because when you at school, you need to know which way to brush so you won't gain more forks.
And for those new wavers that think they're just gonna come in the game and out-wave everybody else, no, there's really steps to it. First, you have to get the waves. Get the pattern going, at least get a pattern going. And then you have to get the connections. You gotta make sure they're connecting. And then you wanna start working on that swirl like my wave brother was telling you guys, because the swirl could always wait. You wanna make sure you at least got the waves first. At least you got the waves everywhere. At least you got the waves. And then you wanna, like I said, you wanna make sure they're connecting. I might have a couple forks, I haven't counted. Like I said, I haven't even been waving for a year yet. It will be a year in November. So I'm still kind of new to this, but I'm learning as I go. I'm watching videos, 360 Jeezy, I'm watching Real Sir Cruz, I'm watching Nick Wavy, I'm watching all the top wavers so I could be a top waver. Stop that. Oh yeah, my fault. I'm getting that mirror brush. But yeah, like I'm saying, when I first started waving, I never bought a mirror. I literally just bought a mirror a couple weeks ago because I didn't know how important a mirror was until I started seeing my whole head and I started seeing them cricket forks and all that, and I'm like, why is my stuff not connecting? Why does it look lumpy? Why is waves on top of waves and they're going like train tracks? And then I started watching videos and I'm like, oh, they have a mirror and they're behind a mirror, so they're getting that brush session in and you could literally see everything. Like, I don't have eyeballs behind my head, so I can't see. So the mirror, that's when the mirror comes in handy. You get that mirror and you start looking, and you start looking in the mirror like, oh, okay. And it's always best to brush in the mirror because you have to know your angles. If you do not know your angles, you could brush good one day and then brush different the next day and your waves will crash. So please know your angles if you're brushing without a mirror. Like me, I can kind of get away without brushing without a mirror, but I like to brush with a mirror because it's more professional and it's just more better. I don't want to put so much hard work in and then I change, you feel me? I change and look in the mirror and I'm like, okay, these waves are cricket, why these waves look different? So please start brushing with a mirror.
Another thing, y'all want to have some healthy waves. We know it's hot and the weather is starting to change up because fall and spring, all that stuff is starting to come around because it's August. Another thing you gotta have is this right here. It could be whatever type of oil that you into that works for your hair, but this right here works best for my hair personally. And it probably works for my wave brother's hair too, I'm pretty sure. So this right here, this is key. Have some type of oil, some type of moisturizer to keep your hair oil and fresh. Like you go to the gym, you go work out, go play football, basketball, whatever you're into, but it's gonna make your hair dry. And make sure you always keep your DURAG on when you're doing sports, because if you can, keep it on. If you can't keep it on, talk to your coach, talk to somebody, whoever you need to talk to them. Because you keep it on, It'll keep your hair at least a little bit more healthier, because you're keeping a do-rag, keeping everything tight down. And it's not like you sweating it out, because when you sweat it out with nothing on, it's everything gonna just come out your head, on your forehead, eyes gonna start burning, everything just gonna come out. But if you got a do-rag on, you spray some of this or some type of oil or whatever you're using for your hair to keep it healthy, put it in your hair, put the do-rag on, it's gonna lock it in. When you sweat, it ain't gonna come out, it's gonna stay where it's at, because you gotta tie it down tight. And don't tie it down too tight. You know, I had to learn that the hard way. You know, you don't really want to tie your hair down. Now, another key thing to moisturizing your hair is, see, with this one, it's a spray bottle. So you only really want to just spray like, just, you know, spray it in your hair. Or if you got like a little drop, you know, like y'all seen in our last videos, if you're a real fan, you know, drop the other product in there, which is the same oil. This one is in a spray bottle. You know, set it down, rub it in, just like that. Do-rag up, go out and do your sports or do whatever you're doing. Or if you know you're not doing sports, you just want to look good with your waves, you know, take your do-rag off, spray it in your hair, or do the drop, whichever one you got. Whatever you got, you do it. Put it in your hair, leave out for the day. Get your brush session in while you out. If you know your angles, that's why it's key to learn your angles. You can't always brush in the mirror. You're not gonna always be stuck in the house all day. Key to learn your angles, learn your forks.
And yes, those who be in the sun a lot, who play sports, or just be in the sun a lot, make sure you have a wave cap on, and make sure you have some of this to keep your hair healthy, and just to keep a protection. It's like a shield. This is like a shield, and your wave cap is like a shield, because that sun just beaming on your head is killing your head. It's too hot, and it's making your hair fizz up. And it's, you feel me, you gotta lay it all back down again. You probably gonna need another washing style method, because that sun, it's been real hot lately. So make sure you guys have a wave cap on if you're out working or you're out doing something that you're sweating, because if you sweat, your hair is sweating and it's gonna make your hair fizz up. So make sure you have a wave cap on, please. Make sure you have some type of moisturizer, or you don't really need none. Just really make sure you have a wave cap on and your hair is laid down, because that sun is no joke. And make sure you stay dehydrated. Like I told you, water is really the most important thing. Drink lots of water. You need good fluids in your body. When you sweat, it's gonna be good fluids coming out. It's gonna have good H2O, good minerals in your hair because of that H2O. It's the wave, brothers. But yeah, this is the end of this video. Back to school method. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Comment below. We read all the comments. Trust and believe, we read them and we like them and we take advice. Really, I listen to the comments. No negative comments, but positive comments. So make sure you guys subscribe. We're gonna be back posting. We just been real busy lately, but we're gonna be posting dang near every day once we get started. It's gonna be hard to stop because we're gonna keep posting. So make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and we out.